Scholars, welcome back to the counselor's office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, the counselor that will give you guidance to critical thinking and not to be a piggy to the corpo overlords. That's right, don't be a slave to corpos that don't care about you. I'm here to guide you out of that trash. Anyways, there may be some things you notice that are a little different about me. That's right, I've evolved, I've changed. I'm a changed man. And you're wondering, what the hell am I talking about? And it's quite simple. I've got a haircut, new glasses. Wow. Even though my hair is still sticking up, even though I literally washed and had hair taken care of. Anyways. Yeah, I got new glasses. I've had them for a while. I just never mentioned them, but the haircut also was like a day ago. I got back from 4th of July, got my hair cut before that. So yay! I can feel the back of my neck again. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Anyways, the topic today is about not Destiny, but the Bungie community. It seems like Destiny is unraveling the mental stability of many of the people in the community. And boy, do we have a plethora of Marabots and Delulu people, starting with our lovely comment of the day. But before we jump into the comment of the day, because you're about to see a live roast. That's right, I'm about to roast someone. I do that sometimes, but I'm intentionally roasting this person as much as I can. But before we do that, I want to call out the point that I did a video about Allison Lure being one of the worst parts of Destiny, ruining Destiny, and I stand by that. And listen, no one could prove me wrong because everything she made was literally a dumpster fire, and everyone pretty much has sounded off on that. It's just, listen, there were some people who were generally respectful, like, hey, I disagree with you. That I'm not close your ears, because this is no hate to you, because you're respectful. We can agree, disagree. But the people that were butthurt about it, go fuck yourself. I can't wait for the day that she puts the fries in the bag, and I'm gonna make a video celebrating. With the fries in the bag. Anyways, you can unplug your ears. Unplug your ears. You can listen if you were hiding. Anyways, let's go to the thing, because we're about to have a roast. I need like a roast screen, but comment of the day. We're about to comment on this day. Oh yeah, we have Average Joe Game Man. Let's give some historical context. You're blocked because you look like a beetle. Again, this was Allison Lure blocked me after I did a video. This guy has been, there was like 5 videos. I don't know. It felt like last week. This guy has been hate watching me after I called out the toxic part of the Bungie community, especially the people that were harassing Jingleheimer, using PDF as a slur. And I called them out for being losers that are diminishing the value of, allegations. And then, anyways, Average Joe, let's go to your, it's always the YouTube. It's always YouTube. Isn't it funny? It's always the failed content creators that always feel like they have to open their mouth. People who, and I say failed because you gave up and you got nowhere. And I wonder why. Let me go see if I can find why. I found out why.
Hi, my name's Joey.
Joey, do you not have teeth? My dude, you have no hair? You have no teeth? This was 7 years ago. Bro, you're saying that I look like a pedo? You look like you're on a sex offender list. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? You're wearing a bulk? You know what? He reminds me of something, and I'm gonna look it up. Here, Joey, this is what you look like. Oh, hold on, this is too loud.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Joey, this is you. This is what. Hello, fellow kids. Hey, fellow kids. Oh, Joey, no. You know what? Listen, you're like 40 years old being upset because I called out people. You actually actually probably are a closet PDF. Holy shit. I've never seen someone so mad that's this fucking old. You are the picture of loser. I suck. At least you're self-aware to wear a shirt that says it. Holy shit. You're so, by the way, Joey, I'm going to link this so you could watch this and see this roast. And then you're going to probably chirp off, and that's fine. But then I'm going to ban you and send you to the shadow realm so then you could finally step out of your mom's basement, buy a new pair of teeth, go buy a wig, and maybe a fake beard so you look like you don't look like this, and instead you look like an actual man.
Twins?
Twins. I'm sorry. You want to throw down, be an asshole? I will be an asshole back, but thank you for the free content. This is the people. This is a perfect representation of the unhinged weirdos in the Bungie community. These are your people. Anyways, let's talk about some more weirdos. Saltagreppo, not him. He's not weird. The people reacting to him. Listen, I get that. I'm sure he had some influence on the Divinity nerf, but it wasn't just him calling for it, right? He may have been the strongest, proponent against it. He's like, I don't like it. That's fine. I don't like a lot of shit, especially in the narrative, but it is what it is. And if Bungie decided to listen to them, then it's more Bungie's fault than the content creators' fault, which is why I say, game designers need to stop listening to content creators, period. So one, it takes the heat off of their content creators, and two, no one can blame anything except for the developers for doing a shitty job, right? But I like Saltagreppo. I do. I've had a couple. Actually, I've only had one instance where I butt heads with Saltagreppo personally, and it was when he was advocating for them to delay a raid so that people could, like a very small population of people, could go to GCX and not have to worry about missing out on the raid, which I argued the amount of people that go to GCX is insignificant compared to the thousands and probably millions of people who potentially do day one raids. Millions is overkill, but definitely hundred thousands of people, which is more than what you'll ever see at GCX. And that was a little argument, right? We weren't hateful to each other or anything. It was just a disagreement. But I commented on a lot of his stuff. Like he was a proponent for, he was calling out Bungie for, hey, you're removing the illegal rolls of armor, before Edge of Fate came out, and completely removed the ability for people to get super and the ability to get weapons. People were farming Grasp Avarice ahead of time, and he called that out, which he's doing the community a service by calling out, because all these other people are benefiting from this in raids, day ones, hard content, things. They're having an easier job. It was not fair. So he does call out things that does benefit the community. I even saw him, debate Milo, who was completely defending Bungie's choices to just make it was awful. The artifact, all the changes they made that were awful. Milo was defending it. Saltagreppo was standing against it. He was calling the shit out, saying, no, you shouldn't have to always get new armor. No, we shouldn't have to focus on a stupid artifact to get like power and have free damage. Like, there was a lot of shit that he was arguing in our favor. I'm saying this because people hate this guy. And the game is already over. It's end of life, and people are still trying to rag on Saltagreppo. What is wrong with some of these people? Because you can dislike him. That's fair. I'm not calling you out. I'm calling it to people that have this weird obsession of hating this Saltagreppo as if he still has any influence, if he had any in the first place. Like some people just take it to the extreme. So anyways, Saltagreppo got some new 4th of July, kicked off his 4th of July. I don't know if he celebrates it, but I'm assuming maybe if he's in America. Is he in America? Let's find out. I don't know Italy. He's in Italy, so he's not celebrating. Anyways, well, he kicked off, for the people in the West, he kicked off a banger of a tweet for 4th of July. Yo, Destiny 2 DMG, since the final patch is releasing, if it's too much work, could we have rally banners cost reduced to 1 glimmer as a final gift to the raid community? By the way, again, benefiting everyone. Do you know how much it takes to stack? Like, if you're a new player or returning player, how much fucking glimmer it takes to get a couple of banners? And you use glimmer for everything. Glimmer is still one of the worst currencies to get in this game. It sucks dick. And so when you use something that honestly, I'm gonna say something that's even more up the level than what he said. I think banner, you should automatically get a banner at the beginning of every encounter. Every encounter, it should automatically be there when you get there, and you use it, and then you use it or lose it. You shouldn't have to pay for banners. I know we used to pay for, ammo that for ammo and Destiny 1, right? We used to pop them. But I think it's okay that this is the end of service. We can move on. This may be the last Destiny game we ever have. So let people just have fun and then play the game. That's my hot take. Hot take. Just remove the cost and let people just have them, or have the encounters automatically have them. Obviously, pre-programming encounters to have them is a lot more work than making something zero cost. Or in this case, he wants 1 glimmer. Whatever. Same thing. 1 glimmer, free. Anyways, people were losing their minds. Seems like the patch is already locked in, so this won't happen. Unlucky. To the people being rude about such a simple request, I hope you find happiness in life or a hobby. You must be really fucking sad to spend your time getting worked up about flag cost. It is crazy. He is actively asking to help everyone. By the way, I even if you don't raid, it doesn't hurt you to request making something cheap. It doesn't hurt you. So that's the funny thing. But then Saltagreppo posts this. I have seen screenshots of people who I won't name, but I have them blocked. Giant red flag. Oh, we'll look at them. They're a Marabot. Go figure. They're a marathon, ball fondler trying to spread vitriol using this combo taken out of context. Let me clarify. I was replying to someone being rude as fuck and saying they need to recode banners, which is just wrong. As someone who's had their conversations and things taken out of context all the time, I want to say that I'm glad the Destiny 2 community is actually dying, because there is nothing more, or Bungie, should I say, because even Marathon's insufferable. There is nothing more insufferable than the Bungie community, who will take things out of context as a way to try to diminish you, try to diminish your points or your arguments, or to make you just simply look bad because they have nothing else. I'm glad, and you can stay mad and be mad, and I'm glad you're mad, because I'm out here, playing Destiny a little bit, having a good time, saying goodbye, and going back to playing other games. In fact, Warframe TennoCon this week, I'm celebrating that. Also playing Power World 1.0. I'm actually playing other games, but the people whose personality was strictly Destiny, who are these vitriolic weirdos that don't like any kind of criticism, I'm glad you get to lose your personality. Not that you had one, but I'm glad you're losing it. Here we go. We've got a rare specimen from the Bungie community, a Marabot in their it is so crazy how these people will put themselves out there. We got the asylum escapee. I've called out and made fun of this person before. We've got Jamie, one of the best gifts I've ever received. And it's Saltagreppo replying to someone saying, doesn't take a dev to know this change would take 30 seconds. And DMG replies, patch is slated for Tuesday. We usually need to lock down a few days early for certification and additional testing. While I know it would be a nice little change, I think the overall MOT package, Pantheon raid guaranteeing, as the love letter from the rad team folks directly to you all and all the raiders out there. responding to the 30-second change. While setting the value to 1 glimmer may take less than 30 seconds, there are other checks and things that need to be done to ensure things work. I'm not a developer. But I will say, as much as I want to say, okay, it's just a numerical change, it's not that big. Everything in Destiny breaks the moment they make the most small change. Hell, they literally have had seasons, like holiday events, where they don't do anything new except maybe add a new gun, and it breaks the whole fucking event. There was like the Dawning, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't even bake cookies because they broke it. So like, while I would love to say this is stupid, if it was any other company, you would be right saying, okay, it's just a numerical change. It's not that big a deal. We're talking about Bungie and Destiny. It absolutely would break the game somehow. It would. They would like, Glimmer's now 1 point. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Now, Taken King, you know, the Orcs doesn't spawn in the throne room anymore. You can't fight anything. You're just going around dunking, and he's not attacking. He's not doing anything. He's not there. He's empty. He went home. Like, that kind of stuff would happen. But you got these wild animals. You got these. It's always funny. It's always, why does your opinion matter when you can't even decide how to do your hair? It's almost like you got a split personality. Like, either go bald or keep your hair, but I don't know what's going on here, and neither do you. But you know they are cowards. They know they're in the wrong when they lock their replies. When they lock their replies after going out of their way to take something out of context completely. Like there's more context to this, which we will get to in a minute, right? Because DMG does respond. Now, this person is kind of a weirdo because they're the ones that are harassing Jingleheimer and using PDF. I don't agree with it. However, when you have weirdos and losers like JV making these people look normal, you gotta post it. But anyways, apparently they were replying to someone and they said, never mind, you're 21. Okay. So as someone 14 years older than you and speaking from experience, we are not close enough for you to say what you said for it to not come across as demeaning and as a threat. That unsaid or else after you should rethink. I'm sorry. Did you just assume his words? I'm sorry. Did you just assume what his words were? Excuse you? The unsaid or else after you should rethink. You're offended because you assumed that he was or else because he told you to rethink your choices, your life choices, and you got offended. Oh my God! Did you just threaten me? I can't believe you would threaten me like this. You should rethink. You should rethink what you're about to say, boy. Okay, you should rethink. I want to see the manager. I like you. We understand the universes, but don't mistake proximity for anything other than that. Okay. Just. Dude, a wild Karen appears. Wild fucking Karen has appeared. Then we got this. Something ain't adding up here. Maybe my 3 brain cells just aren't rubbing together hard enough, or maybe this person is just a hypocrite. Oh, let's find out. So here's the conversation. Because that requires recoding the banners and taking time to be honest. I hope they don't fix this. It'd be nice not to hear any more salt opinions for this game that ever get heard. It doesn't take recording anything to change the cost. It's literally just changing a variable, hence why I asked about the cost. That is for letting us know how your game works, Salt Parsons. Go buy another car repeat and sell off into the night. That's not even making sense. Doesn't take a dev to know this change would take 30 seconds. So he's responding to this weirdo. Again, you don't even make any fucking sense. But then what a weird thing to say. Salt getting checked at the end of Destiny's life is something I will cherish forever. If you aren't a game dev, please stop saying how easy it is. Well, if you're not a normal fucking person or you don't have a normal fucking haircut, please shut the fuck up. Go back to the loony bin where you belong. We're still hating Salt in 2026. This ain't about Salt, but your parasocial ass couldn't see a forest through the What the fuck? This isn't about Salt. Hating on Salt this level is crazy. He ain't gonna kiss you, bro. It's also not about him, but go off. It's not about Salt. Guys, it's not about Salt, but yet it's the best thing that you'll cherish for the rest of your life. But there's more. That's right. There's more. Just when you thought it was over, there's more. Wait, hold up. Blacklisted? You follow me? Well, you might not follow me after this. Listen, you don't have to agree with me if you follow me, but just you should know well enough that I will criticize anyone. Literally, when it comes to criticism, I'm rated E for everyone. I don't care if you follow me. I'm not afraid to criticize. So, Blacklisted, if you're using that much, you really need to close on the skill gap, dude. Ain't no way you're running out banners unless you're absolute trash. Usually I don't interject myself, but I had to, man. I had to. There is no way you're telling Salt to close the skill gap. I guess all those world's first raid belts are too heavy and holding him back. Salt's like,
what am I supposed to do?
He's got 6 raid belts on him. He's trying to game with he's got a raid belt across his face.
What am I supposed to do?
He's doing his best. He's carrying. Listen, I'm rated E for everyone. I will give criticism where it belongs. I don't care if you follow me. Listen, be prepared for it. Be prepared. If there's no fucking way. By the way, people have seemed to think that I don't like Saltagreppo. Like, there was this one clip that people took out context during the epic raid where I was making a joke about Salt having nothing but silver belts. And it was mostly because during that time, I was like, oh, he's going to get all the silver belts. I completely forgot he has gotten a an actual gold belt, not being a remake or a second version. He's gotten like Vow Disciple. I forgot. I don't keep track of who got what belts, right? But I made a mistake. But someone got really upset during that stream who was watching. And then me, they were being an asshole. You know me, you're gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna be an asshole back. So I started, trolling, throwing shade, joking around about Salt. They got pissed off. But at the end of it, like people were calling him out because they were watching with me, and they're like, dude, he's trolling you. Like, he's been cheering Salt on, which I have, right? And so at the end of it, I said, yeah, like, I'm not here against Salt. I made a mistake. I was joking. The joke didn't work because I didn't realize he's not okay. But people took that clip out of someone else took a clip and tried to make it sound like I was hating on Salt. I don't hate Salt. I actually like him. He's very skilled. He's really fun to watch, and watching him debate Milo was a treat, especially when you realize that he really is looking out for the community. Like, he's squaring out. You may not believe it. You don't have to like him, but you're not going to convince me not to like him. But bro, this doesn't even make any sense. If you're burning through banners faster than the bottom 2% of raid players and is requesting an economy adjustment to rectify cost of failure, there's something definitely wrong with the skill aspect. There's no shot. Maybe he's a hate watcher. Maybe this is a hate watcher that follows me. Like, there's no shot that you are saying this unless you are a speedrunner of some sorts, or you're like a leaderboard Andy, because those people are fucking weirdos who like, oh, I'm 10th place on the leaderboard. Like, those people are weird. But I've always said leaderboards mean fuck all compared to the people who have raid belts. And maybe this is one of those cases where someone who thinks they're hot shit is trying to take a jab at someone who actually is hot shit. There's no, he is the 2%. No, you know what? Saltagreppo is the 1% of raid player. He has 6 fucking raid belts. No one else has that. No one compares to that. He is the 1 percentile. I think he can ask for something like that, which benefits everyone. Literally 20% of the player base even attempts to raid. You do realize that removing a wall, which having Glimmer, paying for raid banners so people can continue to try and play the raids, that would be removing, a block, is a good thing. I don't know. I guess I'm the only one who's pro gamer, but fuck everyone else, which is insane considering raids are a large, near majority of Bungie's content cost. Yeah. I think it's less than 1% who do worlds first. I would say there's a lot more people like competing at that level, maybe 1%, but there's a lot of people doing day one raids, like a lot. But like I don't know what you're arguing. You're actually arguing against yourself, which is insane considering raids are a large, near majority of Bungie's content cost. Yeah, so they spend a lot of time. Removing barriers of entry would be a good thing so that more people can enjoy something that has taken a lot of, monetary value from Bungie to make. Anyways, so we got the ending of the saga. Generally sad. Here we go. This is from DMG. Generally sad by the folks screen capping my response to speak ill of you. May not agree with every tweet or take you have, but always appreciative you taking the time to give feedback. Above message is purely conversational. Thanks for playing and destroying our raid bosses for all these years. It is how it is. I'm used to it. Bro, that's sad. You shouldn't have to be used to that. And yeah, I knew yours was just a simple, super reasonable reply. Don't worry about it, really. But yeah, right back at you. Thank you for all you've done for the community over the years. Man, isn't it crazy? It's almost like someone should probably shut the fuck up, huh? Yeah, generally saddened by folks screen capping in response to speak to you. Bro, this is a rare W where DMG is straight up calling this person out, because that's what they did. Screen cap. Literally bar for bar called them out without calling them out. The person is screen capped. Get destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. One of the best gifts I've ever received. Yeah, I'm generally happy that DMG is letting the chain loose and straight up just calling these people who are just straight delusional. That would be the community manager that I would celebrate if that was an ongoing thing all the fucking time. Now we move on to a post by the Snazzy Rock, who was calling out the game is end of service. So apparently there's some low man strats that have been discovered, yet the team that had discovered is refusing to share the strats how to do two-man Verity, which most people, as Snazzy had called out, he deleted his post. He didn't want to start drama, but I think it's always good to call these people out because it's weirdo energy. They are hiding the strats so that no one can do them, even though it's end of service. There's no other raids, and he also made the mistake of saying the game is dead, and the game is dead. It's literally on. There's nothing else. A live service that is not getting live service outside of like this last patch is a dead game. Saying the game is dead is a bad argument and even worse excuse. Just like they most likely want a world's first, and considering you've done it before with also a world's first, it is insanely bad taste. If it's a dead game, why do you equally care as much as to put out this tweet? If that's how you feel, that's cool. I don't really care about the world's first, and I have said this multiple times. I get way more enjoyment out grinding it on the stream with chat and friends. The reason I care is because they want to tell people it's possible than say it's not anything when asked. That's just not cool to sit there and tell people it's doable, but we have to wait for them to clear to know how to do it. If you wanted strats hide. There are way better ways to go about it without being weird and saying it's possible, but I don't want to tell you. Yeah, like, I mean, at this point, does anyone give a shit about worlds first? If you don't give a belt, who the fuck cares? Again, it's the weirdos that want to circle jerk the leaderboards. Like, you aren't getting an emblem. You're not gonna get fucked. No one's gonna suck your D off. No one's gonna care about you, little Jimmy Timmy. But anyways, this it never ceases to surprise me that even at the end of Destiny's life, they're still insufferable weirdos. And I'm more that the days go by, the more that I celebrate that Destiny's over, because these people have to either stay self-contained or they have to move on. And either way, I'm thankful. But you even have content creators out. I haven't listened to this. You have.
I don't want to pull it too hard because I don't want to break it.
You have content creators out here desperately begging to get partnered for other games.
Yo! I was born in the darkness, molded by it. Yo, this is cool, man.
Anything to avoid having to put the fries in the bag, bro. It's been 3 months since I submitted my Ubisoft creator application. It's been too long, and now I'm coming for you. Content creators are desperate, bro. They are trying to jump ship. You should have done this years ago. You should have been like ass across. You should have saw the like, even Marathon's not safe in ass anymore. Put the fries in the bag. I do want to take the time to, you know, shout out the legend himself, because I have a lot of respect for Noah Lee. This guy was always passionate. Every time he was on screen, he was probably the most passionate. He was the most knowledgeable, and he actually knew how to play the fucking game. Anytime we had leaders, they struggled to do the game, but Noah Lee was that guy. He was him. A little late, but I want to show off some of the things things I've worked on in Monuments of Triumph. It's a bit late. I'll keep it brief. No, Pop-Off King. To make it simple, the destinations or activities I list have the armor set bonuses and weapons I owned. Raid Salvation's Edge. Garden of Salvation. Prophecy. Destinations Dreaming City and Throne World. Gambit. Weapon perks, Gear Shift, Light Touch, and Mega Kill Clip. Bro, every time I hear Mega Kill Clip, it's that Johnny clip. Hold on. Every time I hear Mega Kill Clip, I think of this clip right here.
You poured yourself a mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega pint.
Yeah, Mega Clip. I got that Mega That's what I think. I love it. I wonder if that's what I wonder if that's where the reference came from. So we got Mega Kill Clip and finally Turncoat. As many of you have already known, love that motherfucker. Glad I was able to make an Exotic hand cannon on the way out. Yeah, I heard it's really crazy. Definitely other stuff too, but those were the big ones. Curious to see how everything performs down the line, but yeah. We give you one of these. To the legend Noah. Now, to end the stream, for all the hate watchers who stayed to the end, the Marabots who are raging, this one is for you.
Marathon fans are retarded. They need to be put in an institution. They need to be put.
That's for you. Enjoy. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, don't forget to game out. Huzzah!